I don't have a proper mic, so I'm pretty sure this video is gonna sound like shit. But that's okay. I watched the 5 Final Destination movies. I should say rewatched. They used to be just a standard for me. But I haven't watched them in many, many years. So I rewatched them and I took notes. Let's talk about it. I figure this list starts off best if I start with the worst and work up to the best. Or that was fucking stupid, but whatever. Starting off with the worst Final Destination, number 4. If you don't remember number 4, it's the one that starts with the race car track. And you probably don't remember it because it was a dog shit movie. Some notes I have for number 4 is number 4 is the worst. This movie is dog shit. Said that. There's a car wash scene where she's drowning in a car wash that clearly nobody works at. A dude gets his insides sucked out of his asshole in a pool drain. And the best part of that entire movie was the escalator death at the end. In the escalator death, her legs get caught and then she starts coughing up blood. Makes no fucking sense. Number 4, trash. The next one going in order of worst to best would be number 3. If you don't remember number 3, that was also because it wasn't that good, but it was the roller coaster one. Now, side note about the third one, the reason I remember it so vividly is because this was the first R-rated movie I could buy my own ticket for. It came out the week of my 17th birthday, so I have nostalgia attached to this movie. However, when I rewatched it, I'm sad this has to be the movie that's attached to, because again, compared to the rest in the series, it was pretty bad. Not number 4 bad, but it was bad. Overall, the roller coaster intro, super weak. You really just see a couple kills and the rest are people falling. Everybody in this movie is awful. They're just degenerates, and from the moment the cameras are rolling, you just want to see these people fucking die. So if they were going for the tone of, hey, we don't want you to get attached to anybody, we want you to dislike everybody, and you want them to die, success. Because I didn't want to see anybody past the first 5 minutes of this fucking movie. Like, none of these people were worth the water it would take to put them out if they were on fire. Spoiler alert, some of them do end up on fire. What do I have? Dialogue, completely outdated and awful. I literally hate everybody in this movie. Degenerates. Note taken. I hate everyone on screen. I can't wait for their death to catch up to them. Yep. Oh, here's something different. It was weird, but it was a nice change of pace. Number 3 did show us boobs. I started to feel a little weird though, because I remembered that these girls were in high school, but then they were trying to play the fact of that they were graduating high school. So I started to think, well, then maybe they're 18. But in the next scene, they tell you that the girls didn't even make it to 18. They were definitely underage boobs. Weird. God, I have nothing fucking memorable about this movie. The extra crispy tanning beds with said tits were the best kills of the movie. Besides that, it was pretty lame. The engine going in the back of the guy's head, spluttering around, that was cool. I just wanted this movie to be over. I'm going to be honest. I fucking did not care, and the kills were super lame. Side note, she does plug in the camera in the movie to charge it and look at the photos, and then in the next scene, she plugs the camera in. Didn't make any sense. Okay, moving on. The next one, I don't know if people are going to like me for this one. So, I almost have to differentiate opening scenes from the rest of the movie. So, although it was the first one to kick it off and it has the nostalgia to it, I think I'm going to have to go with number 1 here. All right, the best kill in the Final Destination 1 was the teacher. It was the most elaborate. It was the one that just had you guessing what was going to kill her. It was everything. Congratulations. That was the best kill in there. I do have a note here. She chained the dog up outside, even during a storm. She's a terrible dog owner. There's also this other main character in there that's a total asshole the whole time, and then I'm supposed to believe that he went to France with him at the end of the movie. No, not a fucking shot. Yeah, I don't have many notes for the first one. It's got the nostalgia. The airplane scene was all right, but at the end of the day, it was just that. It was all right. Now, the best opening scene of all of them is number 2. I don't care what you say, the highway scene, and that's just because of the terrors and internal fears and subconscious fears that we all have from that scene. I think it was well done. However, I do think the rest of the kills in the movie are pretty mediocre. So I put number 2's opening scene above the rest. However, I put number 2 in the number 2 spot. The best kill in Final Destination 2 was the dude that fell down from the ladder and the ladder ended up popping his eyeball. That was a cool scene. I really enjoyed that. The second best kill was the girl sitting in the car seat and the dude shoves the jaws of life in the car and then the airbag goes off and just puts her head through a PVC pipe. That was cool. The dude getting severed in 3 sections because of the explosion and the barbed wire fence going through him. That was cool. Even the elevator going up with the head popping off. That was cool. Good list of kills in this movie, just not my favorite. Also, I was asking myself this, why did the cop take the Prego lady to the hospital in her alleged stolen van? Like, he's rushing her to the hospital. Doesn't he have a cop car for that? With lights and sirens to get her there quicker? That shit made no sense to me. But maybe I missed something. The pigeons. Oh, this is the one with the pigeons. Yeah, fuck the dentist scene. I can give 2 shits less about that. Cringy. I hate, I didn't like the dentist scene. However, the kid dying under the plate of glass, cool death. Just weird to have him chase a bunch of pigeons like he's 4 years old. I don't know. Seemed really out of place, but it is what it is. Oh, I have it here. Fuck the dentist scene. Yeah. It looks like I had some gripes. Okay. On the freeway scene, where each car explodes like a plane filled with ordnance, entry logs bounce like tennis balls. Not inaccurate, but still terrifying. Do you remember the blonde hanging out of the car as it flips over? And they didn't really do anything with that. I feel like we could have gotten to see something really crazy with that, and we didn't. So it was kind of lame. Say when they are on the freeway, they're on the freeway for like 5 minutes before everything starts to happen. Yet when she stops them in front of the exit, it all happens like right there in front of the exit. Little continuity thing, but that's... disregard me. All right, last but not least, if you've been keeping track at this point, then you know my favorite one is honestly the most recent one. Well, the one 14 years ago. Number 5. I think number 5 was a solid entry to the Final Destination series. First of all, the bridge scene. Second best opener behind the highway scene at this point. The bridge was super cool. It had a bunch of visceral deaths that were really gory. And it didn't seem too CG when it came to the blood and guts of certain things, except for like the sailboat intestine pop out. But even then, it was enjoyable. I thought it was a really cool opener. And then the kills in this movie were actually nailing it. We had the gymnastics body fold, probably one of the best, weirdest, craziest kills that I've seen in any of these movies. I was a fan of that. There was the laser eye surgery, which that's not even what killed her. The kill actually was it seemed pretty lame at the end of the day, but the laser eye surgery, I feel like anybody nowadays, if they were going to get that, they would have some fears. I know I do. The ending was cool. It had a different aspect to it. It threw you for a loop because they ended up on Flight 180 and you see the first movie of people getting taken off. So I thought that was cool. The wrench going through the guy's head. I mean, just all around, this is a pretty cool movie. So if I were to rank them, number 4, dog shit, wish it didn't exist, racetrack, bullshit. Number 3, roller coaster, super lame, everybody in it just absolutely sucked asshole. The Final Destination 1 would be in that 3rd spot. It's just nostalgic. It started everything off, but honestly, there's a lot of forgettable moments in it. Then we have number 2, which is in the number 2 spot. And then we have Final Destination 5, which is, I think, my number 1, of course, until Bloodlines. who knows, I think I'm probably really going to like this movie. What are your thoughts?